Hey guys, so today I'm going to go over some strength and conditioning soccer drills that are going to be used for a striker. These exercises are going to maximize their performance on the field. The exercise is going to help them on their agility, speed, strength, power, and even balance. Then these adaptations that are gained from this strength and conditioning program will then transition the way a striker will perform on the field. So I'm going to go over some few exercises. Okay guys, so the first drill we're going to do is a diagonal lunge. So in this drill you want to make sure you have a resistance band. You want the resistance band to be basically halfway down towards your thigh. You want to make sure that the individual, his back is straight, his shoulders are thrown back, his head or his neck is basically neutral with his spine. So in this exercise you want to make sure that the knee that's doing the flexing doesn't overpass the toe. The leg that's dropping behind him when he crosses is going directly straight down to the ground to prevent that knee from crossing over the toe. This drill basically primarily works and targets the quadriceps, the top of the thigh, and the gluteus maximus and hamstring on the back of the thigh. This brings the diagonal lunges basically brings activation on the outer hip region. Alright guys, so the next exercise we're going to do for a striker for him to perform better on the field, to gain his agility, his speed, and also power. This drill is going to help him basically when he wants to lose a defender, or when he wants to switch his direction and get ready to take a shot or pass the ball, whatever situation he's in. So in this drill you want to have a resistance band. You want to tie it basically between your hip and your knee area. So the movement of this drill, it basically goes like this. You want to skate, so you're basically pushing off and walking forward. You want to exaggerate the push off. Again, it's going to work on your hips, thighs, calves, even on your knees. So I'm going to go. Alright, so the next drill for the striker is we want to get his kicking motions involved. We want to make sure he's ready to take a shot, whether his balance is well or even off balance. This again does work on building his power and strength. Also, this exercise is called squat and kick. So in this exercise you want to squat down, and as you're coming straight up, you want to kick forward. Okay, so this exercise is going to work on the quads, the glutes, even the calves. This is a high intensity exercise, so you want to be in a fast and quick pace to get your endurance level up. So the exercise is going to look like this. You're squatting and kicking, alternating legs. Again, this drill is going to work on your speed and power kick motion. Make sure when you're doing this exercise, you want to make sure when you're doing this exercise, your back is straight, come straight down to the ground as low as you can, and kicking. Knees flexing more than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees, you know what I mean? Your shoulders are thrown back, next to the line with your spine. You're kicking straight up with power. This also targets your calf as well, because you're on your toes when you kick. Okay, so one of the final drills that's performed for a striker on this conditioning program is a walking lunge. This drill usually I leave it towards the end because it works a whole lot of full range of motion on the athlete's legs. So This performance could be done in 2 movements. Most likely by the end of the program the player's pretty much fatiguing and you rather do it with no weights. But if you're still able to do a weight, you can do a weight. So I'm going to show it 2 ways. So without no weights, you want your hands on your hips, basically back straight, and performing the walking lunge. So right here in this position, you just want to walk forward where your back is straight. Obviously your neck is aligned with your spine. And the way your knee bends, you want to make sure that it doesn't overpass your toe. Your back leg, on the other hand, is going straight down. So this is how you perform it without no weights. So now Brian's going to demonstrate how to do it with the weights. Okay, again, with the weights, this is great for the individuals to gain strength on and also power for the component. Now, the resistance band that's tied around his between his hip and his knee is basically going to help him to perform that power, to push or to kick the ball stronger with his legs. Alright, so the next exercise drill for a striker we want to do is work on his power strike technique. Basically more on building up his strength and power on his kicking legs. So for this exercise you got to get a resistance band. And you want to come down here and basically tie it just like so on the bottom. Whereas on a bench or any 4-legged table. So you want to step in it. Have a full line at the bottom, at the top of your ankle. You want to make sure you take a step forward from where it's tied, and you want to lift the leg up and kick out. This is going to work on your hips and your knee extensors. So when you want to hold this position about 15 to 10 seconds, between 70 to 80% of your maximum strength. This again is going to help you build that instant kick when you kick the ball, striking the ball. So all the power is going to generate from your legs here and your core. You want to Alright, so the next exercise of building strength on the legs and power, we're going to do some plyometric kind of training. Basically it is dumbbell squat. We're doing dumbbell squat jumps. Alright, so in this dumbbell squat jump, you want to make sure you have your feet just about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Okay? You want to squat down with your legs about 90 degrees or a little bit less than 90 degrees. So squat down. And you want to hold this form to the waist just above the ground, and the knees is bent and his back is straight, head up. From here you just want to explode up. Okay, when you explode up, you're working your glutes, you're working your hamstrings and your calves. You're at the same time working on getting your speed. This is going to also help for a striker when he wants to hit the ball with his head or take a high kick in the air. Go ahead, Brian. Do a couple. So again, you want to do this 10 reps per set, minimum 3 sets. Interval kind of training for a striker is going to work. Basically, we're going to work all out his legs muscle. We're going to get on their glutes, and we're going to get on their hips. We're going to get on the hip flexor. We're going to get on the calves, on the quads, hamstrings. And we're gonna basically strengthen them up, empower them. Reach as far as you can.